The fire grows in thick like the tears I can't cry. Another cold morning under a colorless sky. I walk the path we paved with promises we couldn't keep. Past the withered roses where the memories sleep. Every shadow a phantom of the future we planned. Sifting through the tombstones with a broken hand. Welcome to the graveyard of dreams we made, where every single hope is silently laid. Headstones carved with forever and always true. Buried here are the best parts of me and you. The air is cold, the ground is hard and dry. This is where our beautiful love came to die. I stand by the plot, marked our first kiss, a silent monument to fading bliss. Next to it lies the house we'd build someday. Just dust and regret where the blueprints lay. We planted a garden of shared desire. Now everything is ash from the funeral pyre. Welcome to the graveyard of dreams we made, where every single hope is silently laid. Headstones carved with forever and always true. Buried here are the best parts of me and you. The air is cold, the ground is hard and dry. This is where our beautiful love came to die. And the sexton here is a cruel old time. He collects all the moments, commits every crime. He whispers your name when the wind starts to blow, reminding my heart that I had to let you go. But how do you leave a cemetery when your soul is buried deep? How do you wake up when you only wanna sleep? Welcome to the graveyard of dreams we made, where every single hope is silently laid. Headstones carved with forever and always true. Buried here are the best parts of me and you. The air is cold, the ground is hard and dry. This is where our beautiful love came to die. The graveyard of dreams, our dreams, silent screams. Nothing that seems real anymore, just locked doors, laying a final wreath I'm standing in the kitchen where the tile feels like ice. Thinking about the kitchen table, how we sat there twice, discussing how we paint the walls and where the rug would go. Now I'm staring at the drywall, watching shadows grow. The light bulb in the ceiling has started to flicker and hum like a nervous little heart beating under someone's thumb. I go to turn the radio on just to drown out the air, but every frequency is empty like you're nowhere and everywhere. I used to hear your keys jingle right around 5, the sound that made this empty building feel alive. Now there's a frequency I can't seem to tune out, a heavy white noise born of silence and doubt. It's just static in the hall past the closet where your coat used to hang. The hinges made a sound like a bell that never rang. I thought I heard you call me, just a soft sudden spark, but it was just the house settling down in the dark. I'm adjusting the dial, I'm trying to hear a single clear moment from when you were near, but the signal is broken, the tower is down, and I'm drowning in a noise that's the only sound in town. Sometimes I think if I stand perfectly still, the static will fade by the strength of my will, but the louder the quiet, the harder the buzz. It's the anthem of it's turning into it was. It's the sound of the end. Can you hear that? Nothing but the rush of the air, just a white noise, just a not there. I'm losing the signal, I'm losing the light. The static is the only thing keeping me company tonight. The refrigerator hums a low and lonely tune beneath a silver judgment of a cold December moon. I'm walking on the floorboards, trying not to make a sound, like I am terrified of waking up the silence I found. I passed the hall mirror, but I didn't see my face, just a shadow of a person taking up too much space. The cold rack is leaning with the weight of just one jacket, and the quiet is so heavy that I almost wanna crack it. Every window is a black hole, every hallway is a mile. I've forgotten how to conjure up the ghost of a smile. The thermostat is clicking, but the air is getting thin. How do I keep the darkness out when it's already in? It's midnight in an empty house, and the walls are closing in, tracing every place where us used to begin. The stairs are counting heartbeats that I wish I didn't feel, staring at the vacancy that makes the end real. I'm turning on the faucets just to hear something flow, because I'm the only heartbeat left that hasn't let you go. Yeah, it's a long way to the morning when the light is out of use. It's midnight in an empty house, and I'm the only ghost let loose. I sat down on the sofa where we watch the seasons change, but the fabric feels like needles and the cushion feels so strange. I found a single copper coin you dropped behind the rug, and I held it to my chest like a desperate metal hug. The shadows on the ceiling look like hands I used to hold. Everything that's silver now is turning into cold. I'm a tenant of the nothing, I'm the keeper of the keys to a kingdom built on promises that brought me to my knees. Is it the wind against the chimney or the echo of your name? Is the house just getting older, or am I the one to blame? I'm striking matches in the kitchen, watching blue flames dance, waiting for a miracle, a second final chance. But the smoke just disappears into the black. Because I'm the only heartbeat left that hasn't let you go. Yeah, it's a long way to the morning when the light is out of use. It's midnight in an empty house, and I'm the only ghost let loose. 12:15, 12:30. The clock is the only thing that moves. I'm just a needle in the dark, searching for the old grooves. The house is breathing, but it's breathing without you. Midnight, just another shade of blue. I'm pushing the curtains back just a little crack, watching the streetlights hum in a yellow haze. The tea in my mug is turned cold and black. Haven't moved from this chair in 3 whole days. I found your earring under the bedside frame, a little silver spark in a world of gray. I tried to say hello, but I choked on your name. So I just watched the sun rot and fall away. The thermostat is broken, or maybe it's just me. There's a frost on the inside of the glass. I'm drifting like a message lost at sea, counting every second that you let pass. Now I'm just burning moonlight to survive, stoking the embers of a dead-end drive, trying to find a flicker in the cold dark blue of a version of me that didn't belong to you. The stars are just holes where the light leaks out. I'm screaming in a room full of silence and doubt. It's a long, long way until the sun comes alive, and I'm just burning moonlight to fight. Your side of the closet is an open wound, a hollow space where the hangers click and sway. I'm humming that melody we out-tuned, the one we promised we'd never throw away. The moon is a pill that I'm trying to swallow, to numb the ache of the almost and the was. Tomorrow is a promise that rings so hollow, when you're only living for the things love does. They say the darkest hour is just before the dawn, but they don't tell you how ink is dry, the quill is heavy in my hand. I'm standing on the border of a hollowed out land. I've read the same lines 1,000 times before, about the way you smiled as you walked through the door. I've underlined the laughter and I've circled the pain. I've stained the paper with the salt and the rain, but the margins are full and there's no room to write. And I can't keep rewriting the same lonely night. My fingers are shaking as I reach for the edge of every sweet word and every broken pledge. I've memorized the rhythm, I've felt every beat, but a story that stalls is a story in defeat. And it breaks my heart to say it, but I'm letting you go. You're the chapter I love, but the chapter I have to close. I can't keep living in the pages of us, watching the gold turn to iron and dust. The hero is gone and the ending is clear. I'm just a ghost haunting a story that's mere. Sentences fading in a book no one shows. You're the chapter, my darling, that I have to close. That's already been told. I'm folding the corner of the page where we met to remember the sun before it finally set. But I can't start the next one with you in my grip, holding on to a spine that's starting to rip. It's not that I hate you or that I've forgotten the fire. It's just that I'm tired of the almost in the wire. A book has to end for the suffocating in the things you won't leave. So I'm taking a breath and I'm turning the leaf, trading my hope for a different kind of grief. I can't keep living in the pages of us, watching the gold turn to iron and dust. The hero is gone and the ending is clear. I'm just a ghost haunting a story that's mere. Sentences fading in a book no one shows. You're the chapter, my darling, that I have to close. At the words, one last touch of the spine. I'll stop calling you yours and stop calling me mine. The cover is heavy, the story is done. Stepping out of the ink and into the sun. exactly where you left it. Chapter 7, page 112, I haven't even moved it. The corners dog-eared down like a secret you were keeping, while the rest of the world and the girl I was were sleeping. I reached out once to touch the spine, to feel where you've been pressing, but the air between my fingertips felt like a cold confession. Stories frozen in the dark, the heroes in a bind, just like the fragments of the life that you left behind. I can't bring myself to close it, I can't bring myself to read, because I'm terrified of finding out the ending that you need. So I leave it in the open, like an altar in the room, watching the velvet gray of the evening start to bloom. And there's dust on your favorite book tonight, gathering like snow in the pale moonlight. A silver veil for the words you'll never say, a little more gray for every day you're away. It's a tiny quiet mountain of everything we lost, a library of silence and a heart that's turned to frost. I'm breathing soft so I don't blow the memories away, while the dust on your favorite book is here to stay. Your voice was like a river where the heavy spirit goes. Now I'm staring at the title and the letters look like blurred, like a language I once spoke, but now I haven't heard. I saw a fingerprint today, pressed into the gold, a smudge of who you used to be before the world got cold. I almost wiped it clean, but I pulled my hand back fast, because it's the only physical piece of you I have that's meant to last. Is the bookmark still waiting for a hand that isn't coming? Is the ending of the story just a hollow, steady drumming? I'm living in the margins, I'm the ink that's running dry, watching the particles of us float down from the sky. We're just a finished sentence in a world that's moved on. Tonight, gathering like snow in the pale moonlight, a silver veil for the words you'll never say, a little more gray for every day you're away. It's a tiny quiet mountain of everything we lost, a library of silence and a heart that's turned to frost. I'm breathing soft so I don't blow the memories away, while the dust on your favorite book is here to stay. Maybe tomorrow I'll finally pick it up, maybe tomorrow I'll put it on the shelf, but for now I'll let the silver settle and keep the ending to myself. Just a little more dust, just a little more time between your last word. like an unwanted guest, tracing the lines where your head used to rest. I'm anchored down by the weight of the air, reaching for something that isn't quite there. The sheets are still tucked on the side by the wall, a pristine desert where the shadows grow tall. I haven't moved since the clock struck 4, staring at the gap underneath the door. I'm sleeping on the edge, on the very far right, clinging to the border in the middle of the night. Because crossing the center feels like a sin, like admitting that I'll never see you again. And the left side of the mattress is a canyon tonight, a vast open coldness that I'm losing the fight. It's a monument built out of cotton and thread to every I love you we ever have said. I'm freezing in the heat of a memory's glow, watching the space where you used to go. It's a kingdom of silence, a desert of blue on the left side of the mattress, the side meant for you. I left your pillowcase just like it was, holding the scent of the things that love does. A hint of your perfume, a stray strand of hair, proof of a life that's no longer there. I try to roll over, to take up the room, to chase out the ghosts in the quiet of the gloom. But I hit a wall made of nothing at all, and I'm paralyzed, waiting for your footsteps to fall. They say that time heals, that the bed will get small, that eventually I won't feel lonely at all. But tonight the fabric feels like a sea, drowning the person I used to be. I'm an island in a sea of white linen. Looking at the ghost on the left, 2 empty spaces, a heart under the theft. I'll stay on my side, I'll stay on my side until the cold doesn't feel like a lie. Good night. Good night. hands like a ghost in the air. Back when your sweater was tossed on that chair, I wake to the sound of the beans being ground. The sweetest of rhythms, the loveliest sound. Now the kitchen is quiet, the morning is gray, and I'm watching the sunlight just crawling away. I poured you a mug out of habit, I guess, but it's just a reminder of this hollow mess. I reached for your hand, but I felt the ceramic. The silence in here is becoming panoramic. I'm waiting for sugar, I'm waiting for cream, but I'm just waking up from a beautiful dream. Now I'm staring at a cold cup of coffee, bitter and black like the way that you left me. It's been sitting for hours on the edge of the wood. I pour it out now if I thought that I should, but it's the last thing we shared in this dim morning light. Before you decided that we weren't right. Yeah, my heart's in the porcelain, heavy and low. Just a cold cup of coffee with nowhere to go. There's a ring on the table where the moisture ran down like a tear that got lost on its way to the ground. I remember the heat of the first time we kissed. Now it's just a temperature I desperately miss. I could go to the stove, I could start a new pot, try to find a little warmth in the little I've got, but the steam wouldn't look like your breath in the cold, and a fresh start is something I can't seem to hold. They say that it's better to have loved and have lost, but they never mention the frost and the cost of a kitchen that's frozen, a heart that's gone stale, and a love that turned dark when the spirit grew frail. I'm sipping the ice and I'm choking it down, the loneliest person in this quiet town. Still staring at this cold cup of coffee, bitter and black like the way that you left me. It's been sitting for hours on the edge of the wood. I pour it out now if I thought that I should, but it's the last thing we shared in this dim morning light. Before you decided that we weren't right. Yeah, my heart's in the porcelain, heavy and low. Just a cold cup of coffee with nowhere to go. Let it sit, let it stay. I'll just watch the reflection of the sky turning gray. It's cold now, just like you, just like everything we used to do. The streetlight flickers in the driveway lane. right where you used to park in the pouring rain. I still find myself moving to the right of the bed, to leave room for the secrets that we never said. The coat hook is empty, the hallway is wide. There's a silence so heavy, it's aching inside. I'm walking through rooms that we built out of trust, watching the gold turn to iron and rust. I reach for the door, but I pull back my hand like a ghost in a house that I don't understand. I'm chasing the outlines, I'm chasing the ghost of the version of you that I needed the most. I'm just living in the shadows where you stood, trying to be okay, but I'm not doing any good. There's a shape on the floor where the sun hits the wall that looks like the way you lean back in the hall. Every corner is haunted, every memory is gray. I'm standing in the spot where you walked away, and I'd give up the light just to be where I could fade into the shadows where you stood. I saw your reflection in the glass of the store, but it was just a stranger walking through the door. My mind plays these tricks just to keep you alive, a desperate way for my heart to survive. The scent of your perfume is faint on the breeze. It brings me to life, then it brings me to knees. I'm talking to air like you're listening still, but the void in this kitchen is harder to fill. You left a silhouette burned in my soul, a part of the picture that made me feel whole. But shadows don't speak and they don't hold you tight, they just grow longer in the middle of the night. How do I move when the floor is a map of every old dream that fell through the gap? The sun's going down, the darkness is coming for me. And in the black of the room, it's the only time I can see. The way you look, the way we were, just a shadow of a man waiting for her. first street. The hum of the engines and the tires on concrete. I know the heavy rattle of the gate down the lane, and the way the wind whistles through the cracks in the pane. 6:30 comes crawling, then it slips into 7. I'm looking for a sign, just a small piece of heaven. But the floorboards are steady, they don't make a creak. The silence is screaming and my courage is weak. I've got my back to the hallway, but my ears are tuned sharp, waiting for the melody to play on my heart. But the brass handle's frozen, the deadbolt is still, and the air in the foyer has a permanent chill. It's the sound of the door not opening at night that's breaking my spirit and dimming the light. It's the click of a lock that I never did hear, the quietest thunder, the loudest of fear. I'm anchored to the carpet just a foot from the mat, waiting for a honey, I'm home in a chat. But the hinge is a secret that'll never be told. It's the sound of the door not opening and me getting old. I left the porch light burning aglow in the dark, a tiny desperate signal, a flickering spark. But the mailbox is empty and the driveway is bare, just a haunting collection of atoms and air. I used to complain about the way that you'd slam it, how you'd rush through the threshold. Now God, I just damn it, I take every jarring, bone-shaking thud just to feel the arrival rush back through my blood. They say that no answer is an answer itself, like a dusty old trophy left on a shelf. But I'm counting the seconds by the gaps in the wood, hoping the wood would just spin it for good. Is it stuck, is it jammed, or is it just that you're through, leaving me here in a room without you? It's the sound of the door not opening at night that's breaking my spirit and dimming the light. It's the click of a lock that I never did hear, the quietest thunder, the loudest of fear. I'm anchored to the carpet just a foot from the mat, waiting for a honey, I'm home in a chat. But the hinge is a secret that'll never be told. It's the sound of the door not opening and me getting old. Maybe tomorrow the handle will turn, maybe the wood has a lesson to learn. But for now it's just me in the frame in the wall, no shadow in the entrance, no footsteps at all, just the silence, the terrible silence of the door not opening. I was standing in the kitchen, just staring at the wall, when the silence grew a shadow that was 6 feet tall. I went to ask a question, like I've done 1,000 times, about the keys upon the counter or the porch bell's heavy chime. The syllables were formed, they were dancing on my tongue, a habit from the years back when the world was bright and young. But the air felt like a desert and the house felt like a cage. as I realized I was trying to read a missing page. My throat went tight like a wire pulled too far. I looked out at the driveway and your empty silver car. I let the vows escape, just a whisper in the hall, but there was no one there to catch them, no one there at all. That was the last time I said your name out loud, without it feeling like a prayer or a heavy winter cloud. It used to be a melody, a song I knew by heart. Now it's just a jagged glass that tears my chest apart. The letters lost their honey, they turned to rust to steel. The ghost of something sacred that I'm not supposed to feel. The wind took the sound and it blew it through the frame. And that was the last time I said your name. Now I refer to you as someone, or the person that I knew, 'cause us is just a color that has faded into blue. I saw your brother yesterday. He asked me how I've been. I almost let the you slip out, almost let the memory in, but I bit my lip until it bled. I kept a secret lock behind the heavy iron doors, where the heavy spirits knock to speak you is to summon you. And I can't afford the cost of counting up the riches that I've definitely lost. It's a funny kind of morning to lose a word you love, to watch it fly away like some frightened wounded dove. I'm scrubbing you from my vocabulary, one letter at a time, because loving you in secret is my only hidden crime. Is burning a hole in my palm, while the rest of the house is deceptively calm. I'm sitting in the dark at 3 in the morning, ignoring the ghosts and the internal warning. I start at the bottom, the year we first met, back when forever was a safe enough bet. One thumb on the screen, one heart in my throat, sinking the ship just to stay afloat. 1,000 I love yous trapped in a cloud, messages I used to read out loud. I'm hovering over the remove for everyone, trying to undo all the damage we've done. I'm deleting the digital evidence of a love that didn't make any sense, erasing the pics fades. If the phone doesn't show it, then maybe it's gone. Maybe I'll finally sleep before dawn. One tap at a time, I'm setting us free, systematically removing the you from the me. There's the video of you laughing in the rain. It's 42 seconds of beautiful pain. I play it once more just to hear how you sound before I bury the audio deep in the ground. And there's the folder labeled our future home, Pinterest dreams and the streets we would roam. I hit the trash icon and watch it turn gray. It's a lot easier than watching you walk away. But my brain is in a hard drive I can just wipe clean. I still see the moments that are hidden between. The screen might be empty, the storage is clear, but the backup is playing right inside of my ear. There's no undo button for the way that I feel. The smiles and the dates, clearing the cache of our twisted fates. If the phone doesn't show it, then maybe it's gone. Maybe I'll finally sleep before dawn. One tap at a time, I'm setting us free, systematically removing the you from the me. Erasing the pixels, the smiles and the dates, clearing the cache of our twisted fates. If the phone doesn't show it, then maybe it's gone. Maybe I'll finally sleep before dawn. Tap at a time, I'm setting us free, systematically removing the you from the me. Select all, are you sure? I stare at the prompt, cold in the mirror, delete. The screen goes black and there's no way to get any of it back. Only my reflection is left in the glass. Coffee's cold on the kitchen light. I still set the table for two every night. Habit is a cruel way to keep you here when the silence is the only thing I hear. I found your watch in the hallway drawer, the one you said didn't work anymore. It's frozen at the moment you walked out the door, still standing on this hardwood floor. I'm walking on the remains of us, trying not to bleed, trying not to trust. The way a ghost still dances in the hall, while I'm just waiting for the sky to fade. Now it's just shattered glass and old promises swept into the corners of this empty house. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we made, watching every color start to turn to gray. You swore forever was a debt you paid, but you left me with the debt of yesterday. Just shattered glass and old promises, and a heart that doesn't know how to quit. There's a faded ring on the bedside stand, where a different future was carefully planned. curtains close to hide the sun, because the morning says that we are done. I reread the letters you wrote in June, dude, like when we thought we hung the moon. Now the ink is blurred by a salty rain, and there's no medicine for this kind of pain. It's just shattered glass and old promises swept into the corners of this empty house. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we made, watching every color start to turn to gray. You swore forever was a debt you pay, but you left me with the debt of yesterday. Just shattered glass and old promises, and a heart that doesn't know how to quit. They say time heals, but time just moves, while I'm stuck here in the jagged grooves of every word you said and didn't mean. The hardest part is the space in between who we were and who I have to be. Shattered glass and old promises. I'm still bleeding from the way it ends. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we made, but some things are too broken to be saved. You